Hi, this is Sam. I have to apologize. I've made a handful of videos for you guys, and this is the first time I'm doing steak, which is the god of the barbecue. So I have to apologize for that. You see here I'm using my Weber charcoal grill, the 10-year-old Weber grill. It's in those 10 years, it's probably seen at least 100, if not hundreds of hours of steak grilling time. So Gotta show you the grill. What I have here today is a treat. What I have, all right, this is a Japanese bred Akaushi steak. Akaushi is Japanese and it means red steer or red cow. It's actually a brown haired cow, but maybe it can get close to red hair. Now this is probably, as far as quality goes, it's probably in between, a traditional Wagyu and your Kobe Niku, your world famous Kobe Niku. Now this is not cheap. It probably runs $45 to $50 a pound. I decided to splurge today for this video and for some guests I'm going to be having come over. My wife, who's understandably good with not excessive purchases or things like that, she actually sampled this and said, this is actually worth the money. So this is what we're dealing with here. This Akaushi, and this is a ribeye cut. I also have here, this is a hanger steak. Considerably more reasonably priced. Now you might be wondering where the hanger steak is located on the cow. This is above the belly on the underside, and you're like, well, what is this in relation to a skirt steak or a flank steak even? Well, good question. Now, the hanger steak is on the same region as the skirt steak, but it's inside, farther away from the belly and closer to above the diaphragm. And the skirt steak is actually the outer edge of this hanger steak. So they're actually in the same region. Now finally, the flank steak. Flank steak is just, you go down the belly, and it's on that outer region of the cow. They're all good cuts to use. Have a nice kind of like richness and kind of like a chewy but not dry, kind of flavor to it. So let's go ahead. I fired up my Weber with some hot charcoal here. I only have it on one side, and you'll see why I only have it on one side later in this video. All right, so the first thing I want to do is put a nice sear on both of these steaks. Just putting them right on the hot coals. You might hear some music in the background. That's Mozart. I couldn't tell you what Mozart it is. All I know is it's Mozart. And I'm a lawyer, but I'm not an entertainment lawyer. But I can tell you that Google told me that Mozart is in the public domain for purposes of copyright law protection, which is important because I can use it here in my video without having to pay a license or get into some sort of trouble, legal trouble with the rights owner or YouTube. Interesting stuff. All right, so here's my Akaushi ribeye. All right. When I used to get a nice sear on them. So let's make some more of these. Now, what I season these with is healthy serving of kosher salt and freshly ground black pepper. That's all you really need to season a nice cut of beef. Marinades are nice as well, but marinades you don't need to do unless unless you have a tougher cut of steak and you want to get some infused flavor. A good marinade is is for the Korean barbecue. If you're doing some beef ribs, that's a traditional marinade. All right, so you can see, it's getting the grill marks. I'm gonna like rotate that 45 degrees so it's get that nice crosshatch action. Let's see about this flank or the hanger. I'm sorry. Now, what do after I finish the nice steak? What do I serve with as far as the sauce goes? Now, for any nice cut of steak, I basically, you can eat that by itself because it's nicely seasoned with the salt and pepper. But I also love the horseradish. We can get this kind of like purely pureed or with kind of like a cream, so it's more like a cream sauce. So I like to have that as a kind of a side dish to the steak. It's got a nice hot flavor to it, very savory. Now purists are probably going to scream, but I've been kind of a steak snob ever since I started with the Weber Grill 10 years ago. However, in recent years, I've actually come to revisit this A1 sauce that I've known in my childhood. It's actually really delicious with any steak. My personal opinion, of course. Some other things that we've used are just some Tabasco sauce. It's nice to have a little Tabasco sauce on the side to dip. It gets a nice tangy flavor to it, and it's spicy. My daughter likes that. All right, look at how seared this Akaushi is. This red Japanese deer. So I flipped that over. You're probably asking how much time. Probably do 3 to 5 minutes aside. You can see this Akaushi is about 1 inch thick. This hanger steak is considerably thinner. My guests have kind of come, and I'm trying to have them come outside to the table here, where there's also some beer. Got this nice socially distanced seating arrangement.
Hey John, come over.
Live video. Live video. Live video. All right, so we're rotating the Akaushi ribeye another 45 degrees on the second side to get that nice crosshatch action. It's hanger steak. It's a different cut, so it's not as well. This one has not gotten a lot of much sear on it. Should be okay. Sure. There's your brother there. It's like free food. Yeah, bring it out. All right, so let me talk about all the steaks that this Weber Grill has seen in its lifetime. This Akaushi ribeye is new to it, so it's probably very happy as a 10-year veteran that it's finally getting that kind of a cut. Here's a hanger steak. I've done countless flank steaks. As I mentioned, that's south of the hanger and the skirt on the cow. New York strips. New York strips are very nice. They're a firmer, less fatty cut than the ribeye, but they're very popular. Nice and juicy. Occasionally some tenderloins. I'm probably partial to the New York strip and the ribeye, however. But those are most of the cuts I've tried. All right, look at this. Nice sear. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put them on the side. This is just to give it some more cook. I love to eat my steaks rare, moving on the inside, as they say, we're still moving, blue on the inside. However, my wife and the rest of my family, and probably most of mankind, prefers medium rare. So I'm actually going to cook this closer to rare to medium rare. Because it's such a precious cut, I don't want it to go all the way to medium rare, but I'm going to do rare to medium rare. That's why I'm cooking it additionally on the side. All right, this hanger is getting a nice sear going here. Let's see. One of my guests and friends has just entered the scene. If he wants, he's welcome to say hi. It's Harvey. He's wearing a nice Iowa Black Eyes.
It's a Hawkeye.
I'm sorry, Iowa Hawkeye shirt. That wasn't an intentional diss. It was just a brain fart. Anyways, I'm a Michigan Wolverine myself. But we have the Big Ten represented here. All right, so look at that. It's getting seared all over. So I'm gonna go on the other side and sear that. It's another beautiful sunny day here in the Seattle area. Unfortunately, we're all still dealing with a crazy pandemic and different, a lot of people are slammed with work. A lot of people, because work has been accelerated probably in this pandemic environment. A lot of people are also unemployed or laid off. So a lot of people are just dealing with different things. So cheers to everyone. Here is what I'm enjoying today, a beautiful summer day. Ellie's Brown Ale. It's a nice brew that I picked up at the market today.
Sounds really good. I've been to Avery before. Boulder, California. Alright, Boulder, Colorado.
Boulder, Colorado. Nice.
Avery's. It's so small. I haven't had that in like 5 years now. Or maybe
All right.
even more.
This Akaushi, I am going to pull it from the grill and put it onto this cutting board and let it rest. And
Pretty good.
this hanger is looking pretty good as well. Now, one thing I do when I want to get the medium rare, when these are probably still in the rare region, is and then this gets back to why I put coals just on one side of the grill.
Royalty music.
The other side, and this is also a smoking technique I use, but the other side I use indirect heat, so it can be like an oven. It's baking. So I'm gonna put this Akaushi over here on this side, and I'm also gonna put this hanger steak over here indirectly. I'm gonna take the lid and just give it a few minutes of indirect cooking to kind of finish off. Now we have a treat. We're also eating some Korean style fried chicken today. I think it's all wings. Who doesn't love the wings?
I guess during lunch we don't toss it.
Oh wow, look at this. So this is actually from a local popular chain called Chimek. Chimek is Korean for chicken mekju, chicken and beer. Look at these. This is Korean style fried chicken. So it's got the Korean spices in it, like gochujang and soy sauce and garlic and sugar. This is going to be delicious. I am looking forward to this. Look at this. This is naked, regular fried chicken without spice on it. This golden brown. This looks awesome as well. This is actually my favorite. When I get chimek, I like the naked, salt and pepper fried chicken the best. Okay, let's take a look at this. I like to apologize. You probably see my cat Cookie here. I didn't introduce him, but he's kind of in the doghouse today. Even though he's enjoying the outdoors, he loves the outdoors. But he was being naughty today, so he's kind of in the doghouse. Okay, so here is the Akaushi, perfectly cooked. Let's hope. Now, normally what you should do when you finish grilling your steak is take it off the grill and let it sit and let the juices resettle in that protein for 10 minutes. You know, so you don't cut. If you cut immediately, you're going to start losing some of the juices. However, for purposes of this video, because I'm not fancy with the editing, and I don't want to make you sit here for 10 minutes, I'm going to cut some of this early, which is a cardinal sin. But so you are seeing a cardinal sin. But I'll let the rest of it sit. All right, this looks amazing. You see that? It's got the fat edge. It's got almost like rare to me. This is exactly rare to medium rare, and it's caramelized on the side. Now, Harvey, do you want to come in here and sample this?
I'll try all that.
Give me a review. Come over here and give me a review.
Wait. Oh wow. Wait, did they see how juicy it is? That one's really juicy.
So what do you think?
Really good. Really good. Cook well too.
It is amazing. You just have to trust me on it. But please try it and enjoy your day and your summer. Oh, by the way, some big news. I ordered a pizza stone. So later this week, you can expect to see me making a homemade pizza dough and a very special pizza. This is for Carrie and her husband. I forgot his name off the camera, but this is going to Carrie and husband. Take care.